The car sounds so good, you guys. Like, I hope that translates through the camera, man. In person, it just sounds so like deep and throaty and just, I don't know, man, just really, really nice. Like, it's not super high and raspy like I'd imagine a straight pipe would be, which I think would be cool in its own right. It just sounds like a really nice tone. So I took off the stock pipes and I put on the HKS system. Is there a difference in the weight? Well, I went ahead and weighed everything from all my stock pieces, which you see sitting there on the ground, which just happened to be those two, and I also weighed the HKS system. Now, what I had on here before was literally just these couple pieces. This is the stock cast iron manifold, and then that's the mid pipe. I was not running a muffler section in the tailpipe that goes over the rear LCA. So here are those stock pieces, and like I said, this is all I was running. I did not have a muffler section. So this is all that I weighed in today's video. All right, so let's weigh this stock piece. Cast iron. $18.1. £12.3 for this whole pipe. The stock cast iron manifold weighed 18.1 pounds. The mid pipe was 12.3. So that adds up to 30.4 pounds of all the stock stuff that I took off. Again, I did not run a muffler before, but I think that easily could have added 20 pounds because those canisters from stock are so big that hang off the back of the car. All right, for the N1 canister and a bit of pipe, so this here alone weighs 11 pounds. So both of these here combined, 15.2 pounds. So moving on to the HKS system, obviously you see here I'm running this new to me exhaust manifold. 4-2-1 exhaust manifold. The manifold weighs 12.1 pounds now, so that is a 6 pound savings over the cast iron piece that was on there. The test pipe, I have it in 2 pounds. The mid pipe for the HKS system, which was both of those black pieces that you saw, those come out to 15.2 pounds. And the muffler, the N1 style muffler that hangs off the back, including that piping that is attached to it, was 11 pounds. So for the HKS system, overall, it was 40.3 pounds. So am I disappointed? No. I mean, yeah, the car gained 10 pounds, technically. I gained some weight in the car. But again, I wasn't running the stock muffler from before, and if that was still on there, I think the HKS system with the new exhaust manifold would still easily be underweight. I would be saving weight at that point, and again, I'd estimate about 10 pounds. So, but what is really interesting to me about this is that I have moved weight around in this car. The majority of the weight from my exhaust system before was in this cast iron piece right here. Again, that thing was 18.1 pounds, and that's hanging right off the front of the car. So with this new piece right here being 12.1 pounds, that's a 6 pound saving just right there. Then with the mid pipe pieces that are going through, the stock one was 12.3 pounds. The new HKS pieces are 15.2. So a 3 pound gain throughout the middle of the car, but really where most of the weight was gained is out at the back. So this guy right here, the N1 muffler. It looks so good, man. But so this thing right here is 11 pounds. And that's 11 pounds that I did not have hanging off the back of my car before. If you remember before, my exhaust stopped right back there. So now I have 11 pounds hanging off the back here. Even though I do have weight hanging off the back now, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Again, it's just 11 pounds. It's not like it's going to be like, oh my God, the car is so much heavier with 11 pounds hanging off the rear. I get that. But I think what's cool about it is that the weight came off of the front. You know, again, with those manifolds changing out, that's a couple pounds right there. But more so everything else that I did to the front. So let's count it up here. The radiator obviously is new. I had a half-size piece before, but I think the other one actually weighed a bit more than this radiator does. But so anyway, I used to have an AC system here. When I removed that whole system, all of its components, that actually added up to 48 pounds. Also, the battery was relocated. And yeah, I know that's still disgusting. I gotta get rid of it. It'll happen one day, I swear. But so Travis helped me a lot and relocated my battery to the back. And so I got a bit more weight moving back there. I'd say that battery is at least 35 to 40 pounds. And now with this exhaust manifold, cast iron piece right there, and now this new piece, this right here is saving 6 pounds. So very nearly 100 pounds has come off the front of this car. And so again, back here, if I'm adding 11 pounds, like, to me, that's not a big deal. And especially that it's hanging off the back, I think it's okay, man. I just think it's cool how everything has come together and how weight has been moved around in this car, and generally how much weight has come off of the car. You know, I don't count the interior pieces as being the very front of the car that I've removed, but that and then everything that was under the dash, I mean, I've taken a lot of weight out of this car. I think it's up to almost 200 pounds now. I'd have to add that up, and maybe we could do another video on that, but very nearly 200 pounds I've taken out of this car, and then we've redistributed some of the other weight. Really cool, man. So check it out. I thought this was actually a really interesting comparison. The one on the left is the one that I just pulled off the car. Now, originally, this car came with a D15 B8. Yes, the worst D-Series motor you could get. I guess the best if you're looking at miles per gallon. But so, again, D15 B8 came out of that, and this is the stock exhaust here. Again, this car is a CX, 1992 CX. So with the D15 B8, this is the size of the exhaust. This one right here on the right is one I pulled off of an EK in the junkyard, which had a D16 Y7, same that's in this car. Now look at the difference between the piping. It's pretty big, man. That is definitely different. I would say a 1/4 inch at least. The EK piping is bigger than what was on my car. All right, so here's the 3 exhaust pipes that I have. This far right one here is for an EK. That's gonna be going on this, so don't mind that. I'm just using it for illustrative purposes here. This middle guy, the super rusty, crappy one, that's the one that came off the EG. That was from a D15 B8. This is the new HKS system that I have. Look at the difference there between those pipes. Pretty dramatic, man. That's what I had there on my EG, that middle one. Look at how skinny that is, even compared to the one that comes off of a stock EK with a D16 Y7. And then look what we're stepping up to. 2.1 inch HKS system, very, very nice. I'd say this middle guy here is probably 1.5 inches, because I believe this EK one is supposed to be 1.75. So yeah, super different, man. So as you saw in those clips too, you know, the size difference that the HKS system offers, being bigger and not restricting my engine as much, I think is well worth any small amount of gain in weight that the car had. 10 pounds, I mean, come on. But the engine is actually opened up and able to breathe much better now. And like I said, arguably before the engine was being choked off. The exhaust piping was from a D15 B8, and that thing was so tiny, man. Even the D16 Y7 had a bigger stock piping size than that thing did. So all of this upgrade stuff was super worthwhile in the exhaust department. I actually have a proper exhaust system now, and I'm so happy with it. I'm really looking forward to getting out on track next weekend now at this point, and man, I'm really excited to get out there. I feel like this car is just so much nicer now to be in. I know that probably sounds crazy, but my exhaust was just ridiculous before, like popping and because all these gashes and stuff it had in it. Like, it just sounded like a mess, man. And it was so loud and raspy. I don't know, this new system, the HKS, I just love it, man. I'm really, really happy. Solid purchase, and yeah, can't wait to hear it out on track. So thank you all so much for watching this little one. I'll talk to you in the next one.